Oh.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, it's not working.
Can you not hear
I don't
me?
understand how Zoom. Hold on a second. First of all, I'm in public, so I have a lot of background noise, so I'm hoping this can work because I just don't understand why. Oh, wait. Okay. Talk.
Hi.
It's working.
Nice.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I heard you from the beginning.
You did. Do you hear the background noise or no?
Not really, no.
Oh, beautiful. All right, cool. And this is Laura's work headset. And my computer is so fucking wonky that I can't, my Bluetooth won't connect, so I can't, we already know all this. Yada, yada, yada.
Hmm.
Let me stop sharing my little screen. I left my phone here at Miss Barb's, a coffee shop that we go to a lot, and I work
Hmm.
here sometimes. So I just decided to, and Laura wants to make music, so I gave her the house. And I was like, well, I need to use your dorky headset.
Nice. We both got work headsets on today.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah. I'm doing okay. It got really cold overnight. It snowed this morning. It melted immediately, but yeah. Um,
Wow.
yeah, so we woke up feeling like a little weird in the nose and whatnot.
Adjusting.
And yeah, of course, my partner's been working on a new plane and they want to go fly it at the park today. And I'm like, I would love to do that with you, except I'm worried about my skin situation where, particularly in cooler weather, if I'm out there for too long, especially if I'm walking even just a little bit, I just feel like I'm allergic and I need to peel my skin off. Like I need to take all my clothes off and I just get itchy all over and it is very bad. So,
Yeah. You're
don't know what's causing that.
I remember I have this very, in the way that you described it, I could see it all happening. Maybe it was last year or the year before, I don't know, but you were like, could you run on a walk and
Mhm.
then you had to run home because the feeling against of your pants against your
Mhm.
legs or something was so horrible.
Yes, I literally like had an allergic reaction to the outside cold while I was moving, the friction and everything. So I had to run home, I had to rip all my clothes off. I ran to the bathroom, put things under a sink, patted aggressively, paper towels, and just repeated that until it finally calmed down. It was a
Oh
mess.
my goodness gracious.
Yeah, and I'm noticing it happening in smaller and smaller time periods. And I've tried like
Mm.
lotioning beforehand in case it was like dry skin with the cold. No, that made it worse. Um,
What about
I,
fleece?
yeah, fleece does it too.
Hmm.
Um, and fleece sometimes is worse because because I like had fleece lined leggings. And so I've tried walking with those before. And the friction on that is pretty bad because it's also like not consistent. It's
Mm-hmm.
so that meshes with like my leg hair and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not just my leg hair because it goes up my thighs. I've noticed most of the time it's just my lower half. I don't know what's happening there. I just keep chalking it up to getting older and finding new fun things about my body.
Well,
Um,
you could just be connecting to your body more because I've been meaning to like tie this into recovery because like we're so we are get become so disconnected from our bodies that when we become connected to them, we're like, what are these sensations?
mm,
And then that has to become normal and be like, oh, this is just what it feels like. And then our brain is like, oh, this is not an attack. This is just what skin feels like on that, you know, that kind of
mhm.
thing.
I
Um,
did experience it one time before my adult life that was super weird. It was the first time it happened, and it didn't happen as much after that until semi recently, but that was when I was in high school and I walked from one friend's house to another and it was snowy and I had plenty of layers on. But by the time I got there, I was like, "Can I use your bathroom and just stay in there for 30 minutes while I strip nude?"
mm,
Um, and luckily he was cool with that, but it was super weird. And it didn't really happen again. Even when I lived at my school where snow happened all the time and I had to walk in all of my layers across campus.
Well, maybe you were dissociated at that time.
That's true. That is
And if
very
you
true.
and like I obviously am just I'm not
Yeah, we're just
making it up, but
spitballing.
like yeah, just like workshopping. But that is something because like Laura goes through things like this. Like she has no sensations in her feet and like certain areas of her body. And every once in a while she'll be like, oh, this hurts. And I'm and like in assessing the thing, it's almost just like she's feeling it.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so interesting.
Because in survival mode, you really can't care about like your skin turns into a different thing because it's in protection mode. So it thinks you're being attacked in a way where your skin has to tighten up, and then also your pain tolerance it gets higher.
Hmm.
So when you're relaxed, and so like CPTSD people are in that so long that when it's like that with feelings, like you have a feeling and it's so intense that you think you're gonna die, and then over time you're like, oh, I can handle this feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like it is has similar vibes to that. Something I have to look more into.
Yeah. Perhaps. It's definitely weird. How have you
Mhm.
been?
Okay, pretty good. I worked yesterday.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know, my back has been really fucked, but I think that I discovered that when my back is in this particular pain, that it is a nervous system response to lying.
Mm. Like lying down?
Liars.
Oh, like
Like my
untruths.
body's like, you're in a room with a liar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm at this phase where I'm learning more about like sensations in my body and what they mean instead of just like, oh, my leg hurts. Like, it turns out our bodies are like, this means this. Our bodies are so
Hmm.
intuitive that it's like, if this is happening, because like I have a back, part of my back hurts right now, and it's specifically because I had to hunch over a shampoo bowl like at work yesterday.
Mm.
But there were other parts of my back that there was really no reason for it to be hurting. And it's not consistent. So like I've been lining it up with dates when I think I've been lied to, or I don't know. I'm still kind of like piecing it together.
Hmm.
Um, because like my body will definitely do like spurts of a pain in an area, and my job trying to learn how to connect to my body is to figure out, okay, what happened and what does that mean? Or like I'm also trying to look more into prompting your body, because prompting your body, like even just saying heal my body, your
Hmm.
body will start listening and doing the thing. So like your brain tells your body everything to do. So if you prompt your body, or like a feeling and then prompting it, like what does that mean? What does this
Hmm.
pain mean? And then not waiting for the answer right away, but eventually it will come, or whatever. It's a long process because you have to pay attention to outside stuff, other people, environment, and like weather changing stuff. It's a
Hmm.
lot. It's a lot. And this is stuff that people just have like innately. They're like, oh yeah, I knew this was happening because I get a sensation in my throat. I'm like, what? How do you fucking know
Wow.
that? I know. And that's pretty normal. Yeah, that people that are able to like evolve in their bodies from birth like a without any huge traumatic, and like the traumas of everyday life is one thing, just like
Hmm.
going out and the weather is different, like that's you know different than the type of trauma, that long-term trauma that makes you be in survival mode.
Right.
It's
Man, that
interesting.
seems to be the theme of today's is physical body reactions to other things and how they
Yeah.
might connect to healing and how we're feeling.
I also had a realization that, and I might have said this last week, I don't remember, but I used to sit on my floor every single day and meditate, hang out with Dave and do tarot, whatever I'm gonna do. And while I'm doing that, I am stretching my body. I'm stretching my
Hmm.
hips, and sometimes it's just gentle movement. Sometimes it's very intentional, but like usually I'm doing it automatically because I'm like, oh my, it's just like I think a part of practicing yoga for so long now, but I haven't been doing that. I haven't had the space to do it. I haven't felt confident in doing it. And like there's always somebody around. So I had to realize that like, what is it like for me to do this? And because I'm usually like taking weird breaths and doing different breathing techniques, and I usually am doing that by myself, not in front of people. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
if I want to do this, I have to realize that people are going to hear me being weird, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be necessary, and see me moving weirdly.
Yeah. So then it's just a matter of retraining your brain to not care.
Yeah. Not having any shame over it, which I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't because I watch people do yoga and do weird breathing all the time. And it's
Mm-hmm.
obviously not weird, but like it seems
Yeah.
weird because nobody else in my house does it. But that's also not
Right.
true because Julia, when she's alone, Laura's sister, I set up this little rug area. I call it the chill lounge.
That's cute.
I know. And because I need a bit, and I took some space away from Laura and moved our bed. So she has like a small space. Now I have this huge space so I can sit and like really put my legs out. The cat comes over. And
Oh.
Julia said that she sat on it before. So I think she's experiencing, and we have a little balcony, but it's not wide enough to do anything. You can just like sit there like this.
Oh no.
Anyway, so
That
I've
sounds like a
been,
tease of a balcony.
it is a tease. It is a tease about, you can go out there, get put your like step out, get a good stretch, look at the sun, and then go back in.
Yeah,
Lori
I
has a little
can't even
chair
sit
out.
down with the coffee. Like, it feels like there's not enough room for that. You just
Yeah.
stand out with your coffee, do like a dad thing.
Yep.
I have heard
Yep.
that's what dads do, is stand up with their coffee and just like, "Mm,
Yep. Looks like a good day out today. Mm-hmm.
yep."
Mm-hmm. What's going on in the neighborhood? Mm-hmm.
You just gotta pull your pants up a little bit with the other hand.
Yep. This morning I
And
actually
look,
went outside topless because I'm instating my a new rule that I don't go to sleep with a shirt on, which is difficult when obviously there's a person who's not Laura who lives with us.
oh yeah.
But also we live on the sixth floor, and if someone on the street sees my tits, I really don't care. But it was so nice out, so I was like, I have a little routine where I'll open the door to go see what the weather is, and then take a step
Hmm.
out. And
That's
there
real.
are like buildings across, like at our level. But like if I saw somebody going out on their balcony with their tits out to stretch, I would just enjoy, you know?
It's like,
Just be
this is a
like,
gift.
yeah, nice. Thank you. Yeah.
This just brightened my day. Thank you.
Thank you
That
for
is
your
so
titty
funny.
morning. So anyway,
Honestly,
yeah.
that's relatable. I do that
Yeah.
too sometimes. I have like a
Mm,
wall of like trees, but it gets sparser around this time of year. But it's not totally like cold enough for me not to occasionally do it.
mm-hmm.
So sometimes I do that and just hope that a car doesn't come by. But if they do, I'm like, eh, there are
Who
worse things.
cares?
There
Me
are
and
worse
Laura have
things.
definitely like boned with the curtains open. But like
Huh?
it just is, it's not like we're on the first floor with our windows open, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
I definitely had an
It's
apartment once where um we used to go, it was a fourth floor walk up, and we were at the top so we could go on the roof, and they had just built, it was in the city of Rochester in the South Wedge, and they had just built a big building, and they all had those little fake balconies
mm-hmm.
which had like the double door things. And me and a couple of my friends were up there. It was like nighttime, so like if your light was on, you could see in the apartments. And we definitely saw like a girl with just underwear on, no bra, like hugging, making out with her boyfriend, and we just like literally watched like perverts.
God,
I know.
that's crazy. Well, when I was in Florida, the person that I was in my room with, she saw my boobs because I didn't know that anyone was in the hotel room, and I was getting ready, and I thought that I had the whole room to myself. And when I'm alone, that's just how I
Boobs.
exist. I
Yeah.
just boobs out all the time.
Hmm.
My partner hasn't complained about it, so I just, you know.
Naturally.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
mine
I
does
was
not
just
complain either.
yeah, I was used to it. And so she saw my boobs and she's like, "Oh," and she just backed in. And we had a good laugh about it. and now it's like we bonded a little bit. She's like,
Hmm.
"Well, I've seen your boobs,
Once
so
you see someone's boobs,
yeah, it's like a bonding moment." She's like, "It's
yeah.
fine, honestly. Like I do the same thing in my house, and I have a 9-year-old daughter. It's just
Also,
like
yeah, she has
my
boobs too. It's
yeah,
like I don't
she
know
does.
why we're so weirdly prude here about boobies. Did you know
Yeah."
that men have nipples just in case? Like it's a part of the human design where like if a man needs to produce milk, the nipples are there and the body will like do it.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Everyone has nipples. Everyone starts out with nipples before like gender is decided.
Oh, okay.
At least that's how I understand it.
Very
So like it's
interesting.
like eyes, nose, nipples, toes.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
And the chromosomes come out later.
Yep. Apparently. Who knows? All right, shall we get started?
Yeah, now that we've gotten our boob talk out of the way.
Yeah, well, we've gotten our boob talk.
So, this is a neurodivergent, ADHD-friendly planning meeting. We focus on flowing chaos into structure and accountability. So, we want to show up for ourselves, which means practicing time management, avoiding burnout, making realistic plans, defining what on time means for us, delegating when it's needed, and building in joy. So, some tips for a successful planning meeting. We want to honor the moment and set the tone. Since it's more than just a planning session, it's a ritual for clarity and the comfort of future you. You want to be present, curious, grounded, and inspired. You want to curate your vibe. You can use lighting, music, comfy clothes, whatever makes you comfortable. You want to handle your basics like stretching, hydrating, snacks. You want to grab tools like pens and notebooks or laptop and calendar, things that help you focus. And you want to use your resources. So we have our visuals, which I will go ahead and share now. And then we also have a Notion template, which Michelle already put in there. Um,
I updated the
no,
description also, so it's in the description as well.
very nice.
I'm on top of it
So
today.
yeah, if you have a Notion, you are. I noticed you even already had it in there before you even like. So now it's in there twice, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Um, so then yeah, if you have a Notion account, you can just access the template, duplicate it to your account, and then go off. We will do this in 4 sections. We do a 20-minute brain dump where we just let everything out. We do a 10-minute section of reflective questions where we think about the previous week. Then we do a top 20 for 15 minutes where we pull things out of the brain dump and reflective
Oh shit.
questions and delegate the most important things that we can prioritize. And then we do 10 minutes to add things to our calendars so that we can commit ourselves to doing them. So we will start. Is my screen sharing?
Yes.
Perfect. We will start with our 20-minute brain dump. So there's no wrong way to do this, just whatever's in your head, get it out of the way. It could be a list, could be a block of text, could be both. We'll take 20 minutes for that, and then we will come back for reflective questions.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Status time. How are we feeling? Oh, I think you're muted. Yes. Your mic is up, so you're quiet.
Oh.
There it is.
I got into a phase where I would write about something and then go and do the thing
Mm.
because a lot of what I have to do this week is like research around certain things I'm developing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to go into a development stage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I still have some top 20s from last week that I went through that I have to do. So my brain dump was different, but it was very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Oh, stop it. Um, I did I went ahead and started jotting down things that were bogging around in my head that I wanted to include in some reviews
Mm-hmm.
for the books that I want to do. I've been putting off the bromance review because I loved it so much and I had so much that I wanted to say. So I wanted to make sure that I could really sit down and give my attention to it.
Mm,
So this was a good chance to start listing out my favorite things about it that I want to include in the review.
cool.
So, next we have 10 minutes for reflective questions. So, we want to think back on the past week, ask ourselves things like how was the week? How did I perform in my various roles as an adult? Did I achieve the goals I set for myself? Uh, and was there anything I could have done differently? Is there anything I need to follow up on? I want to ask ourselves things like what were some victories and what were some almost that we didn't get around to? And we don't want to shame ourselves for this. We just want to use it as a memory exercise and a template to transition us into the next week.
Word. Thank you.
Okay. Mhm. All right. That's our 10.
Okay. How'd you do?
Did pretty okay. Um, did some reflecting on the election and everything,
Hmm.
and started thinking about some of the chores I didn't get around to yesterday. How
Yeah.
about you?
Um, I really didn't have like a ton to reflect on. I've been in my head a lot lately, so I'm trying to like reflect by doing my unpack process is whatever I'm
Mm-hmm.
reflecting on, just something like comes up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and last week was like kind of hard to see because every day was so different than normal weeks. So
Mm-hmm.
that's about it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, pardon me. So, we will use that to transition into our top 20, which is where we pull out roughly 20 things from our brain dump and reflective questions and format them into a list. It doesn't have to be exactly 20 things. We just want to practice prioritizing and pulling things out of our freely written thoughts. And we want to create structure for the week and we want to focus on the most important tasks. So we will take 15 minutes for that and then we'll come back to add things to our calendar.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Alrighty. That's our top 20.
Oh, so tired.
I know. Oh, I stayed up a little late last night.
Oh, you did? Me too, actually. I have an initiative to stay up until 10 because I tell you I got a job.
No.
Well,
What?
I know. One of my colleagues at Soul in East Village. This is how much my back hurts. It's taking my breath away.
Gosh.
Um, she started working at this other salon who had this company has a salon in West and East Village, and the owner is a queer guy, and the energy is really good, the vibe is really good, the price point is way low. They only do full days, which is 10 hours with a 1 hour break. And then there's one
Wow.
day when they do shorter days, which is 2 to 9. And so basically working till 9 p.m., which my bedtime is literally starts at 8. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I agreed to I met him and I was like, I'll do 1 day a week. And he's like, okay. And so I'm going to do 1 day a week at the West Village Salon the day that my colleague works there so we can work together. I think that'll be fun. And then I'm going to do another day at his other salon.
Wow.
I know. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be cool. It's just different because getting back into like being hired by someone, especially because the services are very binary. Like they still have like woman's cuts and man's cuts. I think I have to double
Mm-hmm.
check, but I'm pretty sure that's why I dismissed this as an option when I was originally, because this salon came up for me and I was like, oh, let me look into this because I've been on the hunt for a place that is around my price point that I could look into as like a safe place to work since I've had such horrible experiences in salons with salon
Mm-hmm.
owners. So my friend Penny already vetted this and I was like, I'm just gonna give it a whirl. Worst case scenario, I don't have to go. I could work there and
Mm-hmm.
be like, nah, and it won't hurt anyone or anything. So
Dude, that's crazy.
yeah, it's very binary. Like I feel like I'm expected to wear makeup and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying not to have a shitty attitude about it.
Yeah, no. If they expect you to come in looking a certain way, then yeah.
Yeah.
That's too much like what you tried to get away from. So,
Yeah. Well, I understand like the vibe of the place. Like I understand there being like some sort of dress code, but I was just like the last time I was in this situation, I was a dress wearer. I was like very female
mhm.
brand. And this time I'm like, am I not allowed to do that? So I don't know.
Well,
We'll see.
this will be interesting. This will be an interesting little experiment, little era. We'll see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Definitely keep me updated because I'm genuinely curious. It's been so long since you did something like this.
I know. I refuse to get hired.
I know,
Yeah,
I
we'll see.
remember.
So
So,
I don't start next week. I start the week after. So
mhm.
I have to. It's 11 to 9, which means I'll be out of
Oof.
the house from like 9:30
Mhm.
to 10:30.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So that's what there's
Yeah,
like
that's why you want to build up the tolerance to staying up late.
yeah.
Makes sense.
And
That's
I
gonna
get
be
up really
such a
early, so
yeah, it's
that's
gonna
gonna
be a
change
huge
too.
adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just have to adapt your morning routine as well, so that
Mm-hmm.
we might need to start meeting later on Sundays because they say that you're not supposed to get up like more than 2 hours later or like I've heard that you're supposed to keep your wake up time within 2 hours between your regular days and your off days or whatever so that your body isn't too
Mm.
flung around. I don't always do that, but considering your body is so used to the rigid routine of waking up every single day early, you might actually consider trying that. And if we need to move the meeting later, I'm flexible.
I was thinking about that too, actually. Because, like for a different reason. That is a really good point, but also for a different reason because if Laura and I ever want to go to like a church service or something, it's on Sundays. I literally could never
Mm,
go because services are either at 9 or 10.
yeah.
So I did consider that moving Sunday service later, like even to 11 or 12 could be a thing because I'm not really doing
Mhm.
in the salon on Sundays anymore. I'm not doing salons on Sundays anymore at all.
Mhm.
Um, and the only thing is that would obviously take up an afternoon chunk of the
Mhm.
day instead of the morning.
Mhm.
So definitely something to think about.
Yeah, like I said, I'm flexible. I can do later, just not earlier.
Yeah,
So keep me updated on that, and we'll move it around however you feel is right for you.
cool. Alrighty.
All right. So the last step is adding things to our calendar, considering weather and domestics like chores. We'll take 10 minutes for this, and we want to make sure not just to account for things in our top 20, which we do want to account for in the calendar, but also things like non-committal blocks of time where we don't force ourselves to do anything. We consider things like meals, pet care, stretching, chores, um, and that way we can come into the week a little bit more prepared and less likely to just let it all morph into nothing. So 10 minutes for that, and then we'll come back and wrap up.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, that is our time.
All right. How are you feeling?
Stop sharing. There we go. How are we doing?
Good. I have a pretty clear view of my week. I have Thursday and Friday off, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. And Thursday is like cleaning floors, washing, or watering plants. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna
Hmm.
do shit.
Ooh,
I have
exciting.
I have to go into the not my new salon, but the old salon on Wednesday for just a half an hour. So I'm gonna
Hmm.
bring it's gonna be doubling as research on stuff for Queer Start and also reading. I'm gonna finish reading that book and finally do a review.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I'll go into the city. It's like going into the city for like a minute is annoying. Obviously, it's a half an hour to an hour ride in. Um,
Hmm.
and then we get back on the train, come back in half an hour. So I try to like
Hmm.
stay out and I'll do like a pop in at a coffee place or something and then hang out for a couple hours.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yes.
definitely. Let me know when you finish the review because I'm really excited to see what you write about it. Like, really, really excited.
Especially
So,
since so much time has gone by since I read the first half. Feel like I gotta
yes,
get back into it.
yeah, for sure. I I found myself like the Kindle has been a game changer for me because like I can highlight stuff, I can do notes. Um,
Mm,
and I feel like I've been reading a lot in my Kindle that I am kind of looking forward to going back for physical books in a bit. Like I feel like once I've gotten through a lot of these
mm,
reviews, I might want to revisit my physical books. And since I've gotten so used to annotating in my Kindle, I might even become a person that like annotates books because it's been so long since I've read the physical books because I've just been doing a Kindle for so long. And now it's just
mhm,
like quickly I want to go in and I want to like highlight, I want to leave a note and stuff. So I might have to, I'm not going to do, apparently there's this whole subsect of book talk people that like invest all this money into like special annotating tools and tabs and everything. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. But I got these free little sticky tabs from like the basic sticky note ones from my work when we did a library thing.
uh-huh.
And so I'm just probably going to use that and then some off-brand highlighters and just like have a good time with it. So,
Well, let me tell you something. I'm a book annotator
oh,
and
okay.
I have bells and whistles. I have different size tabs because I read a lot of nonfiction, so I want whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laura actually got these Bible safe highlighters that are basically like crayons. Because Bible paper is so weird.
Yeah.
So I started getting into those. I usually
Mhm.
just take a pen and I underline things.
Mhm.
And then I'll do like notes in the margin and then sometimes I do highlight and I have another pen. I have one of those pens where if you click it, the different sides have different colors. So
Ah,
I'll
I love those.
annotate, I'll do like one color means a specific thing, another color means a specific thing. Sometimes I'll just do brackets around a few sentences instead of underlining.
Mhm.
Big fan of annotating real
Yeah, I've
books.
seen those ones where the people will have like and they have the fancy tabs where it's like clear and then a color. And
Hmm.
they'll do like in the beginning they'll make a key. And then they'll
Hmm.
be like, these are the tabs that mean this. Do you have those like clear sticky notes?
I have both.
Oh my gosh. I've seen the ones that it's like a
Anytime I go into, oh
sticky
no,
boy.
anytime I
Ugh.
go into a stationery store, I'm always looking for new things like that. And also Laura is one of those people. She actually got a bunch of tabs for her
Mm-hmm.
Bible and other books because she studies a lot too. Also, Julia, um, Laura's sister is in college and I think she's an annotator like that. I've definitely
Mm-hmm.
seen where she has like tabs or whatever. Like
Yeah.
books in the house, they just have tabs hanging out of them.
Honestly, I love that. Like,
Next time you go in this section, just go for it. Get your favorite little tabs. Live your life, man.
maybe I've been kind of doing like
Think about it this way. If we were watching Savvy and RK and there was like an $8 book that you wanted to buy of someone's, you would buy it.
Probably yes.
So like, what if it was that, but you spent $8 on stationary things?
Maybe. I mean, I don't actually. I would probably use the library, which is what I did with a lot of their books that they were doing. But
No, no, no. You're not getting my point. You're trying to find a way around not buying these things for yourself because you would spend money on that. You definitely would to support
I,
the artist and to support the author or whatever. You do that. You
but
spend
I do
money.
love stationery.
Yeah. And you're not currently buying books. So, or doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Something to
That's
think
true.
about.
Something to think about for sure. When I
Self-care.
am getting back into my physical reading, I'm probably going to do
Mm-hmm.
that. Because,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm one of those people, like, I've heard people roll their eyes. They're like, how do you even annotate fiction? And it's like, well, I get a lot more out of fiction. I don't just, like, breeze
Mm-hmm.
through it and move on to the next thing.
Like
It's
it's a
like,
story. You're taking it in.
yeah, I love taking it in. I love picking out details. I love finding the themes. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I would be a fiction annotator because I love going back to it and I love going back and reading my reviews. Like, and it was like, oh
Mm.
yeah, man, I forgot about that part. I did love that. I did feel things like when I was reading that. So I love that part.
Who
So
is bullying about annotating fiction, by the way?
I've seen some stuff. Luckily, I don't like follow anybody that does that. I mostly have followed people that have like making fun of people that are kind of like being ridiculous and trying to gatekeep the whole. I'm really glad I don't have TikTok. From what I've seen, like book talk is
Mm.
apparently really like toxic.
Yeah, TikTok in general, I think, is pretty toxic, to be honest. It's
Yeah, I
very
feel like
addicting.
every time I hear about stuff that like people are gatekeeping things about like bookish things, almost always it's from book talk. And I'm just like, who cares, dude? Read things that make you happy, do things that make you happy.
Let
Like,
people live your life. Just the whole adding judgment to a very joyous thing is so fucking crazy.
yeah, exactly. And like the whole limited edition craze and like
Mm.
collecting all these things and like people that have like 300 plus in a physical TBR and then they're going to Barnes and Nobles. I'm like, thank God I at least am not in that spot. Like, because oh my gosh, I could see if I wasn't so adamant about my consumption lately, I could potentially see myself maybe a few years ago if I were getting into reading again, falling into that trap.
Mm.
So that's one good thing is
We don't
that
need to be anywhere where someone is bullying about something joyous. That's just
yeah,
insane.
exactly. Absolutely crazy.
Always stay out of the comments section.
Oh, yeah, no, too much. Anyway, so that is our planning meeting. I'm glad that you have a good look on your week. I've got some stuff to do too, including
Nice.
burn a bunch of cardboard that is taking over our living room.
Mm.
Um, I guess I will see you on Tuesday unless you
Yeah.
postpone again. Um,
Yes. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. And I'm excited. I feel finally ready to get into it because I think part of it not only was scheduling stuff, but I was like, because whatever I have you do, I'm gonna have to do.
mm, that's fair.
And then also, I don't know, just talking about stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. But obviously, of course, something comes up, let me know.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see you on
Okay.
Tuesday. Otherwise, see you on Sunday.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.